said you pretty much feel real part between 2-3 off the race. He was right there where there could be nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but you couldn't see anything.
And there was just a bumper-to-bumper traffic trying to both ways. Yeah. I saw where it comes water there at the bottom of the hill. Oh, the road where the train.
We're going to get senior night started for these girls. Alrighty, first up is Keely Clear. She is being escorted by Walker and Amber Clear. I want to thank my friends and family for helping me get through basketball and supporting me throughout the season. I can't believe these 4 years have went by so fast. I'm so grateful for every moment we've had on and off the court. Basketball has taught me so much about hard work, dedication, and most importantly, having each other's backs. I've had my ups and downs, mostly downs, but it's made me who I am today. Signing out, number 54. Next up is Lacey Critchley. She is Senior night is a time to celebrate all that we've accomplished, but also a moment to recognize the friendships, growth, and memories that will stay with us long after the season ends. To my teammates, thank you for your great support, for the countless hours of practice, and for pushing me to be better both on and off the court. Whether we've shared laughs, frustrations, or victories, I'll forever cherish the bond we've built. To Butch, my first ever coach, who always saw the best in me. Jessica, Mark, Jess, Davina, and Jordan, thank you for your guidance, dedication, and belief in me. You've not only taught me the game, but you've also taught me to try. Your leadership has shaped me into a better athlete, teammate, and individual. And finally, to my mom, who is my biggest fan, my dad, and the rest of my family. Your support has meant the world to me, and I'm forever grateful for y'all. And of course, my Sammy. Thank you for being my person and never letting me give up when I felt defeated. As I look toward the future, I know this chapter is coming to a close end, but the lessons, friendships, and memories I've gained from this team will last a lifetime. I'm proud of all we've achieved together, and no matter where life takes us, I will always carry the spirit of this team with me. Thank you, everyone, for making my senior year unforgettable. And lastly, thank you, Lathan, for being my best friend and always being there for me when I need you. You are my second biggest supporter, and I'm grateful for that. Next is Maggie Fields, who was escorted by Robin and Steve. First off, I would like to thank you all for being here today. We are so grateful to have had such amazing support during these 4 years. These last 4 years have flown by, and it's hard to contemplate that I'm already in my final season of basketball as a high school student. It's been a long journey, one filled with good and bad moments I will treasure and grow from my future endeavors. I want to thank everyone that helped me along the way, to all my coaches, family, friends, and fans. Thank you for always supporting me even on my bad days. To my fellow senior gals, I'm so proud of each of you. You each play an important role to our team, and we wouldn't be whole without you. Keep working and striving in every aspect of life. I believe in you. To the younger classmen, it's time to dig in, show up, and listen. You are the future of this team. Don't give up, even when you feel like you're weak. Remember, rebounds, steals, and assists matter just as much as points. Remember your role, even when it seems like no one else notices. It takes a team to win a game. I wish everyone the best on the future journeys, and it's been real. I love you all. Candace and Joey Thomas. I fell in love with the sport when I was 5 and I'm not ready to let it go. This year has not gone the way I planned, but I'm thankful I still get to stand by my team and support them. I want to thank the Lord most of all for the ability to play this sport and for all the unforgettable memories. Thank you to my coaches for the confidence you have in me and pushing me to give my 110%. Thank you to my family and especially my parents for always loving me and supporting me. Matthew, I cannot thank you enough for always being there to give me the pep talk I needed. Thank you to my teammates for the incredible last 4 years. Most importantly, thank you, Presley, for your constant encouragement and support has helped me through this tough season. Your friendship has been so much to me, and I am so grateful to have you by my side. It is hard to say goodbye, but I know it will show where I am with the crowd. Number 14, signing. Next up is Presley Treadwell. Dear basketball, the last 11 years have been a journey full of battles, wins, losses, and friendships that will never compare to anything. Throughout this journey, I have learned many things, but the main thing that I will continue to carry out is it's not about the wins, but it's about playing for God. To my family, thank you for always supporting me. Mom, thank you for making me realize that the battles will be hard, but the outcome will be better. Dad, thank you for pushing me to my absolute best and teaching me right from wrong. Brian, I had to add you in your summer. Thanks for filling all the practices and games with laughter and always having my back. To my coaches, thank you for always being there for me and pushing me in the right direction. This is number 22, signing out. Last but not least, Haley Ward. First, I want to thank my mom and dad for all the time and support they've put into my basketball career. Second, I want to thank my brother for the countless 1v1s of the driveway, making me better. Next, I want to thank my friends and coaches from Biddy Ball to high school. I want to thank each of you for the support, laughs, and memories we've created together. I will always cherish the time we spent together.
Senior class, get them all begin.
Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody here to Greenbrier West Cavalier Court tonight. I'm alongside Matthew Thomas.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good one so far. I'm excited to get this thing rolling.
And tonight's contest is a Greenbrier West Cavaliers
versus the Webster County Highlanders.
All right. Thank you, Matthew. So, what do you think is going to happen here tonight, Matthew?
Well, out of the 4 years that I've been watching this team, this is the most unified that I've seen this Cavaliers team anyway. As a Greenbrier West graduate in 2023, it's been awesome to be able to watch these girls grow from their freshman year to their senior year. And I'm super excited to get this going. But now, I'm excited to see how these Webster County Highlanders can come up after losing Miss Baird, who they lost a couple years ago. She was one of the state's leading scorers, much less single A. She was amazing. So we'll see how the Highlanders can do this evening, despite losing a player of her caliber. But I'm excited to see how everything goes tonight. It's going to be, I truly think, a high-scoring game, and it's going to go good.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's always tough on a program to rebound after losing such a caliber player. However, it creates an opportunity for someone else to step up out of the shadows and into the limelight.
Exactly, and I'm excited to see who that person could be for the Highlanders tonight. They've got several key players in Elise Mull and Ariana Hambrick, and I'm excited to see how the guard and the forward do. They work well together, and we'll see. We will see. There's so many different outcomes that this can go, but like I said, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game between these two affairs, and it's going to be exciting. It really will be.
Now, the Highlanders are going to have to shut down Presley Treadway and Maddie Fields for sure, two of the top scorers in the school.
Exactly. And that's the thing I'm saying. Not even the top two is in the score, but the state. They are unbelievable. Treadway scoring over 20 points a game, and Maddie Fields right along there with her. They're a double-edged sword, and it is unbelievable how well they work together. So we'll see how they do despite the Cavaliers having a lack of size in the paint.
Absolutely. I want to give a shout-out to the sponsors for tonight's game for the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network. Steve's Towing, Raynell Medical Center, Park Center Sporting Goods, Treadway's Dirt Work LLC, and Advanced Hydraulics, and One Way Towing. Guys, these sponsors make this possible. So if you have an opportunity to support these local businesses that so much support the athletics in Greenbrier County, please do so.
That's very true. I mean, every little bit of contribution you can give to these small companies and these small businesses will help them out tremendously, and who knows, they might make it big one day, but I mean, they help out our community greatly and supporting Greenbrier West and the Greenbrier Valley Channel.
And Matthew, I don't know about you, but I always look at the banners when I'm at a sports event, whether it be softball, baseball, basketball, or football, and I want to support those businesses because they are contributing so much, not only to the athletics, but to this Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network, where there's a lot of shut-ins that can't get out and watch these games. And it brings it right into their living room. What we get to experience in person, they may not be able to.
Exactly, and it truly gives you a whole new perspective because they're able to be one with the game even if they're not quite in the gymnasium. So I know there's no quite feel of being able to be in the gymnasium, but it's as close as you can get, and it's amazing being able to watch these two teams collide, especially tonight. So I'm excited to get this thing rolling, man.
We're getting very close to tip-off, and we're going to break away for just a minute. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
One Way Towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, this is Roger Bennett, and Matthew Thomas here with the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network to Greenbrier West Cavalier Gymnasium, where the Greenbrier West Cavaliers are taking on the Webster Highlanders. And tonight's contest should be an exciting one. What do you think, Matthew?
Roger, I'm so excited. Before the commercial break, I spoke about how this is going to be a high-scoring affair between these two teams. It's going to be super exciting. I think that Greenbrier West has a little bit better of a scoring matchup, but here's the thing. Webster County has Elizabeth Case, and she is a very, very dynamic scorer down below. So we're going to see how this goes. It's not going to just be an easy game for the Cavaliers. I'm excited to see how this game goes.
Yeah, the Cavaliers are definitely going to have to shut her down early and get in her head somehow. And then generally speaking, athletics is an 85% mental game, just like all the other sports. So, and it's a 15% physical game, generally speaking. So if you can get in the other team's head, you're way ahead.
Oh, Roger, man, that can't be more true. You can shut a team down solely by getting ahead by a few points, and that is truly when you'll see who the better team is. So we'll see what happens tonight.
And here come your Greenbrier West Cavaliers, Lady Cavaliers, I guess I should say. And tonight, we'll have number 14, Abigail Thomas, is going to be the sixth man on the court, I'm assuming. She's out with an injury, but definitely contributed to this team through the years. Number 22, Presley Treadway. Number 23, Briley Redden. Number 31, Kenna Fields. Number 42, Samantha Holliday. Number 50, Maddie Fields. Number 52, Lacey Critchley. And number 55, Keely Clear. That should bring up your Greenbrier West Lady Cavaliers starters for tonight.
And for your and for your Webster County Highlander basketball roster, we have number 10, Elise Mull at guard. Ariana Hamrick, number 11, she's going to be starting at forward today. Maddie Williams, number 14, she's a guard. Hayden Funk, number 15 at forward. Harley Clevenger, number 21, she's a guard. I believe I used to play against her brother in high school, Roger.
Time flies.
It really does, man. Brennan McCormick, number 22 at forward. We got Josie Mathis, number 24 at guard. Zoe Chapman, number 12 at guard. And Elizabeth Case, number 43 at forward. And that's going to round up your Webster County Highlanders varsity team.
And as these teams are warming up, it looks like we're just under 18 minutes to tip off according to the scoreboard clock. The Greenbrier West Lady Cavaliers definitely doing some warm-ups. They're probably going to do a lot of perimeter shooting tonight. Like you said, and like I've said, I expect a high-scoring game. And, you know, you touched on the Webster County, how tough they are. One thing I know about Webster County, they always play you tough. It don't matter if they're playing a single A team, a double A team, or a triple A team. You're gonna know they were there.
Exactly, and it really doesn't, because the way their coach does things over at Webster County, if you notice, and you can see on your screen right now, every single one of their players, they are taught formed shooting, and that is something that not a lot of schools really get down. Webster County could shoot the lights out, and once they can get that one or two players to get their dynamic scoring up, it's going to be a dangerous ball game, and the Cavaliers better watch out.
Yeah, the best thing the Cavaliers can do tonight is try to keep them off their rhythm. Once they get in a rhythm, it's going to be dangerous. If they can keep them off their rhythm, keep a hand in their face, that's going to determine probably the outcome of the game.
Agreed. I'm excited to see how this game goes. And honestly, we'll see how the three-point battle goes here this evening for these two groups. I truly think that it's going to be a battle inside of the paint, but like I said earlier, it's going to be a high-scoring affair, and whichever team comes out and can force the most amount of turnovers will win this game.
Yeah, I was wondering what exactly we're going to see in the first 2 or 3, 4 minutes of this game, and I think we're going to see a lot of hands and faces, really aggressive defense from both sides. It's just going to be a matter of who can break that and get in some kind of a rhythm and possibly get a few points ahead, get in the other team's head, and, just keep that momentum up.
Agreed. And 75, little fun fact about basketball, 75% of the time, if you're the team that has the least amount of turnovers, you will come out as the victor. So more than likely that's going to contribute to how they play tonight, because neither one of these schools are crazy good three-point shooting teams. So it's going to be a great battle down low to see which team is going to be able to take control and which team is going to take over this game. But like you were saying earlier, Roger, this is a mental game for both teams, and whichever team can decide, hey, I'm going to be the big man tonight, or I'm going to be the big woman tonight, that's who's going to be the winner of this game.
Actually, absolutely. And, these teams have had some dog fights in the past.
Oh, yes.
Absolute dog fights. And I think there's been a lot of back and forth with that, just depending on, like you said, the momentum and shot percentage is going to come down to not only how many shots you can take, but the percentage of goals you make on that on the shots you take is going to be a huge factor. So accuracy, aggressive defense, I think that's the key to winning this ballgame tonight.
And I completely agree. And these two teams, like you were saying earlier, they have history. The girls that are in their senior class this year, on their sophomore year, they went into this building to play Webster County, and Greenbrier West came out as the victor. Not even 2 weeks later, Webster County had to play Greenbrier West in the first round. Greenbrier West was favored to win the game, and Webster County came out as victors. It was absolutely insane. So we'll see what can happen in this game. But I mean,
now, was that the 1 point loss?
That was the 1 point loss.
Yeah.
Yes,
heartbreaking.
It was. Yes, it really was for Webster County at the time, and then they were the better mental team when it came to the state tournament. It was, I believe, Webster County had 53 points, and Sydney Baird had 40 of their 53 points. Wow. Amazing game for Miss Sydney.
Yeah.
So
they're definitely going to miss her, aren't they?
100%. But I think they're going to have somebody tonight that steps up, and I'm really curious to see who that person's going to be for Webster County.
Yeah, they definitely want to fill that void. I know there's no I in team, but I will say this. I've seen this through the years at every program I've ever watched, even in football. One player can make a huge difference. And a lot of times it's a player you don't expect.
Yes, sir. That is so true. And I've always said this. You have to have two main scores on your team, and you have to have somebody that backs up those two main scores whenever those two scores don't come up. So tonight, Webster County is looking for those scores, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen tonight. Greenbrier West already has their two top heads, and Presley Treadway and Maddie Fields. So we'll see what Webster County can come away with tonight.
And something that gets overlooked a lot is rebounds. I think if you're rebounding in the paint and you can put it back up, follow your teammate's shot or follow your own shot, that's going to make a huge difference in a defensive battle game that we're going to see.
Oh, 100%. And that's going to partly play in Webster County's favor tonight. As I mentioned earlier, Abigail Thomas, number 14, coming off with a torn ACL. She was their leading rebounder last season, and she's been out all this season. Even though she's played together with them these last 3 years, they don't have her tonight. So that's going to be a huge advantage for Webster County to be able to have that 15 rebound score completely off the board.
But it also opens the door for somebody else to step up and say, you know what, Miss Thomas, I got this for you.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what you want to see in a team environment. And I think the team culture at Greenbrier West, I've spoke to the coach. I did an interview with him for tonight, and I'm sure it'll be played on the TV, maybe separate, maybe all together. But the team culture that this man has created is unbelievable, and you don't see that a lot.
Yes.
But one thing I told him was, it appears to me that Greenbrier West is small enough to be family, but big enough to be great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that statement. Mark Agee and his family has done a fantastic job. He's also got his wife, Davina Agee, and an assistant coach in there with him, and they do a fantastic job, Roger. They've truly built, like you said, a family orientation around this group, and I'm very excited to see how he coaches them tonight and see how he can lead them.
Both teams warming up, doing some handshake at mid-court there towards the announcer's table, the bookkeeper's table. It looks like there's a pretty good relationship with the officials and the players and the coaches, and you love to see that. One of the biggest things I look for is sportsmanship. I've always told any group that I've coached, whether it be boys girls basketball, softball. You give me 100% with a good attitude, and great things will happen.
Yes. And that is so true, Raj. I mean, it's unbelievable how many things you can change on a basketball team with good sportsmanship. If you can get your team to come together as one, you can change so many things for the good. And even if you're not the best team on the court, if you can teach your team to truly be a team mentality, at the end of the day, sports and winning is a great thing. It's awesome to go out and win basketball games, but you want to be a family. And if you can't do things together and you can't do things without arguing and fussing, then it's pointless. You got to go have fun out there.
You know, actually, there are classes on how to build team culture. Mm-hmm. There's team culture builders, and especially at the college level, they do that because you've got girls coming from everywhere together to play for a university or a college that don't know nothing about each other than a stat sheet. So the coaches will have culture building, team building, field trips, activities. So these girls will try to become like family, and if you can do that and a team comes together, you can have a bunch of average players that come together and play together, and they can beat a team that has all the players with more skill.
100%, and I completely agree with that. Because if you can get your team to be on one page, it doesn't matter how good the team is. I mean, sure, skill plays in a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you can get your players to play as one, man, they could be an absolute dark horse, and they could be dangerous than any other team out there on the court, because they're not only going to grow together as a team, but they're going to grow together as a family. And that's one thing I love about becoming a coach. Last year was my first year coaching track, and one of the big things that they have in the book is being a teammate and coaching your players. And that's one thing that the Cavaliers and the Highlanders coaches have done with their teams in growing this family mentality. So we'll see which one is going to come out on top tonight.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a great contest. This is Roger Bennett and Matthew Thomas with the Greenbrier Valley Channel Sports Network, and we will have another word from our sponsors. We are approximately 8 minutes and a half from tip-off here at Greenbrier West.
One-way towing, the source for all your towing needs. From cars to trucks, the dreaded crash, to just plain stuff. For a job done right, there's only one way.
Raynell Medical Center is located in the heart of Raynell and has provided quality health care to our community for over 45 years. We offer medical, dental, pediatrics, pharmacy, behavioral health therapy, x-ray, mammography, diabetes education, and on-site lab services. We accept most insurance plans and offer a sliding fee scale for qualifying patients. Make us your family's medical home and let us care for you. Raynell Medical Center. Excellent health care right at home.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium-duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Silence is tough.
I'm telling you what, but this year the boys have not done like I thought they was going to do.
Welcome back, everybody, to Greenbrier West, where the Cavaliers are taking on the Highlanders of Webster Springs. I'm here with Matthew Thomas, and we are anticipating tip-off in just under 6 minutes from now. The Lady Cavaliers are hoping to pull out a victory for their seniors tonight.
I'll just put it to you this way, Roger. I'm kind of dancing in my feet right now. I am more than excited to watch this game. One of the first games I got to come out and watch this season, and I am so excited to see these two teams collide. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. And if you don't stay to the end, you're going to be missing something, because both of these teams have something to offer. And I'm super excited to watch it. Let's go.
They absolutely do. I'm like I said before, I expect a high-scoring game. Some amazing defense. I look for the Cavaliers to come out with a hand in the face just to get the Highlanders off their rhythm, and I think that's what they're going to have to do, get in the heads and hopefully come out the victors at the end of the fourth quarter.
I completely agree. And the thing is, like you were saying earlier before our commercial break, whichever team is going to be able to gain that mental game is going to win this. Because if you can force the other team into turnovers and you can get them to put their heads down, you can shut down a whole team. It doesn't matter how good the team is. If you get in their heads, it's going to be over for the other team. Now,
absolutely.
Now, the question is going to be, which team is going to do that first? Whichever team does that first, in my opinion, is going to be the victors tonight. So,
well, the Lady Cavaliers have a little bit of an advantage tonight. We are playing in Charmco, so that is going to help them. They've got their home crowd supporting them, and we've got a pretty good crowd here tonight that come to cheer this team on. And so that's going to help them a little bit. Highlanders, they traveled a good ways from Webster Springs. I guess we can only hope that the bus ride kind of throws them off their game a little bit, at least if you're a Cavalier fan. If you're a Highlander fan, you definitely don't want to hear nothing like that.
No, you don't. If you're a Highlander fan over here, you already know exactly how this rival is. It's gonna be a hard-nosed fight to the end. But like you were saying earlier, the Cavaliers are going to use this home field crowd to their advantage. If they can get them up and rolling, Presley Treadway has been an absolute force, not only in the paint, but also shooting as well, averaging over 20 points a game this season. If the Cavaliers can get another good old 30-point game out of her, and then also another contribution from Maddie Fields, this is going to be a dangerous Cavalier team to stop.
And you mentioned Presley Treadway. Fun fact for you. The most points ever scored in a career by a Lady Cavalier was 1,335 points. Presley Treadway, if everything goes well and she keeps up the average she's been shooting, she will surpass the all-time record set in 1987.
And that's saying something, Raj. I mean, the fact that somebody can come in at the caliber that Presley Treadway has and absolutely dominate the paint. I don't have her shooting percentage right in front of me, but I watched her play all 4 years of high school, and she is absolutely amazing. The fact that she can create something out of nothing and avoid double teams is unbelievable. And the supporting cast she has around her is amazing as well. You have Haley Ward as well. Haley Ward is a fantastic three-point shooter, and whenever someone like Presley is able